Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Happy Hour Podcast pregame episode. Of course, this is our pregame episode for episode 46. Of course, I'm sitting here with Matt.
46?
Yeah,
Holy
so
shit.
that means the time is coming. The time is almost here for us to have our 1-year reunion episode. As we know, we're trying to do it live. I'm not sure where yet, but we are going to have Tommy Sambazo, Bobby Starr, Vincent Painter, and a few other people as Matt's like jerking off his Viking
That's like-
horn.
I don't know. It's dirty.
So-
Maybe another worse. I have no idea. Fuck it.
That's like the last time this horn was in my ass. I never cleaned it out.
Nah, fuck that. Nah.
And of course, Matt, the complete opposite I am. He's all cleaned up and looking all fresh and nice. And me, I just kind of look like
You look like you got corona.
And I mean, what's been going on, dude? What's been up?
Nothing. Nothing new. I don't like to get into too many like politic things, but
Yeah.
as you know, I in my personal opinion, I feel like the COVID stuff is little getting a little crazy, getting a little
Yeah.
crazy, like government regulations and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And actually at my work, they're actually paying people to get their COVID vaccination.
Really?
Yeah, giving people
How much are they paying? them?
giving $100 gift card
$100 gift
for
card.
Amazon.
Can I go to your work and get revaccinated? Because I'm
No,
one of the-
here's the thing. If you already been vaccinated,
Yeah,
you can all you gotta do is show me your card.
really.
And that yep. and
That's
then
cool.
you
What if
get
I
it.
hand you my card? You show it to him real quick, and then you get the $100 gift card.
I mean, okay.
Because that's the thing. Like when COVID first came out, there was a whole thing of when it first came out, they were like, "We need people for trials for the vaccine. We'll pay you like $4,000 for it." I'm like,
You are the
Okay.
trials,
Yeah,
motherfucker.
you know what? I'm just kind of like, okay, well, give me the COVID so I can get $4,000. I don't care. I'll do whatever it needs to be done for, money or whatever. But I mean, Jesus, but as we know, you're drinking out of your horn.
Mhm.
And our guest tonight is Tindra Frost,
The
who is-
Viking
yes, the
princess.
Viking princess,
That's what I hear.
who is Iceland's greatest import. And I'm going to ask her because this bothers the shit out of me. The fact that whoever created Iceland and Greenland must have been drunk because
Right. I
Greenland is not green and Iceland is not ice.
I have
Like-
heard that.
And it bothers the hell out of me 100% that it's not like that. So
I think they did that to fuck with people.
Oh yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
And,
oh yeah.
well, what ruined me too was the Super Mario Brothers game because you had Iceland in there and it was Iceland. It was a land completely filled with ice. So, it's the whole thing of, hey, this is Iceland. Okay. You hear Iceland and you think automatically, oh, okay, here's Iceland, blah, 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 this, that, and another. So,
Oh, Christ, I'm sure
yeah.
that somebody's gonna fucking find that out soon and be like, oh,
yeah,
we gotta change this for cultural appropriation.
yeah. But we need to change this. Actually, we were watching
Like,
something last
what?
night on Discovery Plus and it was showing how like all the animals got to where they are, like
Mhm.
how all the continents like hit together and all that shit, and like
Like
fucking
Pangeonia or
yeah,
something.
yeah.
Some
And it's
shit.
like it's on all these different animals and shit. And it's like holy fuck, like that kind of shit is fucking interesting. But it's crazy because I don't think we've had anybody from Iceland on the show yet. And of course, she's Iceland's biggest import for. I don't think there's too many adult film stars even from Iceland. So, that should be pretty fun within itself. Oh, funny story. I was at the park earlier. I do like 2-3 mile walks every day now. And
Good for you.
well, I got to shave the COVID weight off. I've gained like almost 40 pounds since COVID. But
That's why you should get COVID, because then you won't have an
It'll shave
appetite
it, yeah,
and
yeah.
you'll lose it anyway. So
But now I'm walking around and there was these people that were having a party there and they were using one of the grills. And of course it's a charcoal grill. I don't do charcoal. I'm a propane guy.
I love
And
charcoal.
the lady started the grill with the charcoal and there's fucking just fire just shooting up from the grill, just high ass flames. And instead of fucking putting the aluminum foil on and starting the grill,
Mhm.
she started the grill and then she's trying to put the aluminum foil on the rack.
Oh, no.
And I'm just sitting there and I'm like, chick, where is this not registering that?
Yeah. I
you
can't
know-
say that I haven't done that, but I drink a lot, so
We've done it just out of spite. I mean, it's the kind of thing I've seen you pretty much jump on fire embers
yeah.
at your parties. And that's
Pretty much, I have. It's not a pretty much. It's like I did. Yes, I did that.
Yeah, I mean, some of the 4th of July's we've done. 4th of July more so stands
It's
out in my
coming
mind.
up
Like,
too.
yeah,
Oh,
we've done
yeah.
some wild 4th of July's. I got like I tell Jess all the time, like, I got so much beer here. Like, we gotta have some people over and drink some of this beer because all the leftover beers of the week. Like, I have all that Bud Light lemonade in there because God forbid I bought like a case and a half of it fucking as the beer of the week. And then any of the stragglers we had, thankfully, this was a 4-pack, like, normally, but it's just completely insane how much beer I just have laying around. And of course, for those of you
Just
watching,
drink it then. The fuck?
well, I would, but I'm trying, like, for example, I didn't eat dinner tonight. My dinner was 2 graham crackers because I knew I was going to drink 2 beers. So I'm back to like tracking everything I eat and drink. So I actually put the beer on my, tracking stuff, because I knew I was going to have beer. So, that's the whole thing is, hey, blah, 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 this, that, and another. So, real quick, let me just make sure Tinder got
Right, yeah. It's funny because I with the COVID stuff and everybody like, oh, going on that, gotta lose that COVID weight and shit like that. Like, I was just thinking this today because I've been doing a lot of yard work all day today. It was just, I was out in the sun doing yard work, and that's pretty much how I lose
Yeah.
weight.
Yeah.
Just staying fucking active. And
Well,
and I was blessed with
yeah.
like good genetics, I guess you could say that, because since I have been an adult, I fluctuate between like 162 like to 168.
Yeah.
And I'm not a tall guy. I'm not a big, say that's pretty good weight
Yeah.
in my
yeah,
opinion.
yeah.
And yeah, I was just thinking that today. I was like, man, because you were like, man, I didn't eat today. You know what the fuck I just ate? I just stopped at Arby's and got a fucking large curly fry and a fucking big ass, what the hell do you call it? The beef brisket.
Oh yeah, yeah,
With
yeah,
the fucking onions and all that. Dude, I smashed that whole fucking thing. And look at me.
Yeah, here's the thing.
I eat that shit on the regular.
The Arby's curly fries. We had a bag of those in the fridge. They sell them at the store. So I filled up the deep fryer because I like to get like a good use out of the deep fryer. So it's crazy that they have Arby's curly fries. Like, I'm like, why don't they just release Chick-fil-A curly fries or Chick-fil-A nuggets in the stores, and you can just buy them yourself and just drop them in a deep fryer? And
I just don't think it probably won't be the same. Like, nothing's ever normally the same you buy from like the store that's like, oh, like what was that fucking Panera bread?
Oh yeah.
They got their soups and shit, like the broccoli and cheese. This is my
do.
fucking favorite.
But
it tastes like
Cheesecake Factory has the pumpernickel bread in grocery stores, and that's amazing. That's the best bread that they have in a regular restaurant anyways. And then they sell it in the stores, and you're just like, oh shit. And ladies and gentlemen, you may see them during the pre-show and also during the regular show. Our dogs my dog may have some sort of interaction with us because my wife Jess isn't here. She's out with her cousin. So, I'm stuck on babysitting the dogs too. And they sometimes get rambunctious. Normally they're chill, but they just like to sit here and stare at us and just bark a lot because they want our attention. And they clearly see that we're doing something. So they'll be like, you cocksuckers, pay attention to us.
Sometimes I wonder what, like,
what's
going through dogs. Like,
could you imagine? Like, that's the thing.
Like, what the fuck are they doing? Just like sitting
dogs,
there talking to a screen, man. It's or whatever. Weird, man.
Yeah. So that's the whole thing. It's like, the dogs, and it's fun. Oh, speaking of which, Mike, who's not here again this week, I sent Blood a link actually because Blood said if he gets off work in time, he'll swing through on the podcast.
Who's Mike?
Oh yeah,
okay.
The old man. The old man. Yeah. So, Mike is in Florida, and I'm like, well, that makes sense because everybody goes to retire in Florida. So
that does make sense. Does make sense. Maybe he secretly retired and just is like, doesn't want to tell us.
Yeah.
I'm retired.
It's like, guys, I'm going here to retire.
Hey, you're going to make the next podcast? I'm still in Florida.
I guarantee you this is that Mike will make the Al Snow episode. I guarantee you, because Mike will beat his dick so hard to the Al Snow Socrates standoff. Which, speaking of which, I'm going to be adding exclusive footage of Socrates accusing Al Snow of a lot of stuff onto the website very shortly, and it's glorious. And so far, Socrates has accused Al Snow of superstarring him, which he can because he's a superstar at the bar, and he's accused Al Snow of stealing his finishing maneuver because he said Al Snow pretty much saw Socrates do it at a show, and then the next night on Raw, he did it.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of accusations here from the high priest to Al Snow. So, I'm sure Al Snow will address those live face to face
That's
with
gonna be
Socrates.
pretty fucking great.
And it's going to be great too, because Socrates, he's blind, bright lights hurt him. So he has to wear the sunglasses. He wears 2 pairs of sunglasses. So Socrates looking out Snow's sunglasses, eyes to eyes with the sunglasses on. That's just going to be $1 million
The poor guy.
right there. So, but
Is there something you can do about this glare? There's like a
yeah,
glare.
yeah, I was trying to, I need to get a curtain down here. Normally it's not that bad. I don't know if it's just because of where the sun's positioned or what.
That's
But
something. I think it's
I
a
would-
picture. Oh yeah, that.
Yeah,
too.
it's coming through that, and
That's
then it's
what that
reflecting.
is.
Yeah.
Oh my
so-
god.
Yeah, that's what it is. I was actually thinking of swinging this around completely, but if we swung it around, we would have to do the chair and that chair. But we would have that in the background. But I mean, we probably could swing it around real quick. If you think that'll help out,
So do
So-
you, man. I don't know.
but I think we'll be okay.
Okay.
So I mean, unless Tendra gets on her eyeballs melt out of her skull from
I did clean up pretty good, didn't I? I'm like,
and of course, everybody, just in case you didn't see it, I'm wearing one of our Happy Hour podcast fully fermented t-shirts. I chose to get the gold one. They're available in gold, orange, and I think black. So shoot over to hhpod.com, pick up some merchandise, and hopefully we will see you guys momentarily for Tendra Frost. This has been just really easy, really quick pregame episode that you will see exclusively on our Patreon, and we will see you guys in a little bit.